In the previous video, we learned how to access data using indexing and slicing. Now we will move to NumPy vectorized operations and broadcasting. Let's start with the basic example. I am in VS Code. First I will import NumPy as np. Then I will create an array from the numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now if I want to multiply every value by 2, I don't need a loop. I can just write array multiplied by 2. That's it. Let's run it. You can see every number is now multiplied by 2. And notice, we didn't write a loop anywhere. Still the operation applied to every element. That's vectorization. Now let's take another example. I will create two NumPy arrays. The first one has 1, 2, 3. The second one has 10, 20, 30. Suppose we want to add them element by element. First with first, second with second, third with third, and get a new array as the result. With NumPy, we don't write a loop for that. We just add the two arrays directly. Let's run it. You will see the output is exactly what we expect. This is element-wise addition. Again, no loop was written by us, but computation happens element by element internally. Vectorization means you apply operations to entire arrays at once. The loop still exists, but it runs inside optimized C code, not inside Python. That is why it is fast. Instead of writing for I in range something, you write a plus b. Cleaner, more readable and less error prone. Vectorization is not just for addition or multiplication. You can use it with other mathematical operations too, like finding the square root of every element. Let's see a quick example. I will create a NumPy array with the values 1, 4, 9 and 16. Now if we want the square root of each value, we don't loop through the array. We simply use the np.sqrt function on the whole array. Now if we run this code, we can see a list with square root of initial list. Now suppose we want the exponential of each element. We can just use np.exp function on the array. And if we want the logarithm of each value, we use np.log function the same way. No loops, just apply the function to the whole array. Now let's move to the next topic, broadcasting. I will create a NumPy array with the values 1, 2 and 3. Now suppose we want to add 5 to every element in this array. In plain Python, you might think about looping through each value or creating another list filled with 5s. With NumPy, you don't need that. You can just write array plus 5. And NumPy automatically adds 5 to every element in the array. Let's run this code to see the output. As expected, 5 is added to each element of this list. That automatic expansion of a single value across the whole array is broadcasting. Now let's look at a 2D example. I will create a matrix with 2 rows. The shape is 2, 3. Next I will create a vector. Its shape is 3. Now we add them. The result is first row is 11, 22 and 33. Second row is 14, 25 and 36. Here is what's happening. The vector has 3 elements. Each row of the matrix also has 3 elements. Since the dimensions line up, NumPy applies the vector to every row. We didn't use a loop. We didn't copy the vector manually. NumPy automatically stretches the smaller array across the larger one. Broadcasting works when dimensions match or one of the dimensions is 1. NumPy compares shape from right to left. If they are compatible, it automatically expands the smaller one. You can take this as your practice task. Create a 3 by 3 matrix, create a vector of size 3, add them, then multiply each column by a different number using broadcasting. If you can do this without loops, you understand vectorization. So in this video we learned element-wise operations, vectorized mathematical functions, broadcasting with scalars, broadcasting with arrays, and basic broadcasting rules. In the next video, we will move to aggregation functions and access. Thanks for watching. I am Aksa Zafar, and on MLTude, I teach data science and machine learning in a simple step-by-step way. Practice a little and I will see you in the next video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to MLTude for more AI and machine learning tutorials.